We got partly clear skies, comfy, lows near 57. It's nice. Good because you can give those fans, you can give the AC units a break. Nice positive for tonight. And as we walk into this, we're going to be checking on that humidity, holding off as well, but on that uptick, tick, tick as we go later in the week. Thank you so much, Olivia. Going to see sunshine breaking through our morning fog, but what do we see as we send you towards the weekend? I'll track that all through for you coming up after the break. Time for trending next. Good outdoor cooking weather. Maybe we want to fire up those grills tonight because as we get into Saturday, we see thunderstorm potential really lifting up out of the south. It'll be a warm front and then a cold front. What I've been seeing out here is a little bit of that light spotty mix still coming down in the form of just some patchy drizzle, a little bit of sleet mixed in there. And taking a check on the roads behind me, this is Old Ithaca Road in Horseheads. It's a bit clear. Really have seen a lot of road crews. Hey there, Twin Tiers. Again, we apologize for interrupting your regularly scheduled program. If you're tuning in on CBS, I know, again, I would like to be watching The Price is Right as well. But we're talking about that winter storm warning in effect right now until 4 p.m., looking towards the afternoon. Listen up, because we've got freezing rain, and now you can hear it bouncing off the umbrella. Even give them a look here. You see that sleet that's already starting to fall? And now that's going to make for some really tricky travel here this morning. That's going to be icing over some roads. Not to mention, still trying to mix in with the snow, already freezing rain that's going to be around. Hey, my friends, fantastic outlook for today as we're going to be seeing temperatures on the uptick, mid-80s, above average, but the humidity on the decline. A bit more comfortable out there. Great for some outdoor yard work. Back roads, anywhere where these creeks run, any of this water could easily spill out over these roads. So just be with excessive caution if you are heading down this way this evening. And of course, we will keep you updated on any more flash flooding updates, and we'll have more on the flooding tonight on WENY News at 11. Oliver and Kushner. Look at these cute little fur babies just chilling on the couch. Not a bad way to spend a cold and just really cloudy Thursday afternoon. So let's move them along here. Again, thank you so much, Ayana, for sending them in, taking a check of that forecast. And speaking of that, it's the exercise cast today because National Running Day. So I'm just going to be taking my little lightning baton right here to indicate severe weather, and we're going to be running along the track here out of the way so you can take a check of some of these temperatures. Just from a weather standpoint, I could attest to that because having a lot less rainfall this year, looking to see some more changing temperatures, hoping to see a little bit better that foliage season. So obviously plenty of stuff going on for you guys. You can tease ahead to and again see all these events that will be upcoming. More information on Tanglewood on our website, WENY.com. So hold on, bear with me a second. Giant Hershey bar, and what we've got with this is we're talking about an actual bar, as in for drinks, for the 21 and up crowd, that's going to be open at the Barclays Center.
You can't have those, so I'm just going to take
Yeah, no, I'm allergic, so you can take those.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, there's
Sounds good.
72
These are really
in there.
nice snacks for later.
72 in there. I guess we could share those with a couple of people here at the studio, right?
Oh my gosh. That was funny, Tony. No.
The Twin Tiers is a hot spot for cold weather activities from sledding and snowmobiling all the way to ice fishing. All types of outdoor winter fun come with possible hazards, but here we will be focusing on keeping you safe from thin ice. To be out on open ice with nothing in between you and the chilly waters below is a situation where you must know what you're doing. Knowing the exact thickness of ice below you is critical, as it could be the difference between putting your life or other lives at risk. Brick Pond in Elmira is already getting some patchy ice formation, but Beverly's Pond in Big Flats is still a bit behind in that regard. However, it's only a matter of time.
While it has been a very chilly month for November, it still takes a little bit of time for that water to freeze over, but come wintertime, this pond is going to be abuzz with activity.
There's a guide to follow when it comes to being safe on the ice, and it all comes down to that thickness. According to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, you should use an ice chisel, auger, or cordless drill to make a hole, then use a tape measure. You can also use an ice skimmer with inch markings on the handle as well, which is a common tool used when ice fishing. Even with all of this information, you still have to use caution. So, if there happened to be a worst-case scenario of falling through the ice, the best thing one could do is not panic. You have to relax your muscles to overcome the initial cold shock response that will happen to your body when quickly submerged in drastically cold water. If it's too difficult to move yourself out of the water by kicking your legs and spreading your arms out as wide as possible, you must stay relaxed until help arrives. Never be alone when going out on open ice.
During an encounter with bone-chilling water, it won't always be an option to save yourself, and if it comes to that, first responders in our area are well equipped to save your life.
Water rescues are all about timing, and when it comes to freezing temperatures, things can only get tougher for our local heroes. However, it's clearly a task the Elmira Fire Department is ready for at a moment's notice.
Every year we go out and we train on the ice when the conditions are favorable for us. A lot of times we don't want to train when it's completely frozen, because it's a little less likely for someone to go through the ice at that point. However, we have every year we go out and we train on the ice, and we train on our operations on the water as well.
Being no strangers to the cold, past rescue attempts were able to be successful.
In the past, every operation that we've had on ice has worked out, and worked out well for the rescue and recovery of the person in the water.
This was a relief to hear, but first responders can't do this without the proper gear. Body protecting ice suits on hand are also key in ice water rescue efforts.
There is a switch over between the warmer months and then the colder months for us to switch to our protective suits that we use. We use a different type of suit from our Swift water suit to our ice rescue suit. So there's a little bit of maintenance that has to go into that and a switch over for the team, but all of our equipment is essentially the same on the boats.
When it comes to seeing someone fall through the ice, there is no time to spare. You can't mess around with hypothermia and drowning. Call 911 right away and do what you can until first responders arrive. With this WNY special report, meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli.
And it's just always best to play it safe, as you don't want to find yourself out on thin ice, guys. It could just be way too dangerous. What a way to kick off our afternoon, but with a nice mix of sunshine and clouds. Thanks, everyone, for checking back in. And it's looking really good further into the day as well. We're wrapping up this work week and wrapping it up right with a lot of sunshine, and temperatures mainly making their way right around the mid-80s. We're making that slow climb today, and it's coming along with all that sun that is really going to be fighting through some cloud cover at times, but high pressure still winning out the day. Saturday thunderstorms is what we're tracking towards into that weekend. I must touch on that because that's really going to be our next big hazard. Today, it's more so just the sun. All right, you're out enjoying some outdoor activity. Make sure you are putting on the sunglasses, wearing a hat or sunscreen, of course, if you're going to be out for extended periods of time. A lot of those 70s. Upper 70s right now, smack dab center of the viewing area. Looking at Corning, Elmira, Watkins Glen, and Ithaca, a few spots a little bit just cooler, a few degrees back. And down in Pennsylvania, a little bit more of some lower 70s, trying to heat up, racing towards that 80-degree mark. We still need to fight to get there, and it's coming along with all of this, so it's pretty easy because sunshine is really winning out the day. It's not going to be anything with much cloud cover. That moisture content is just not there in the atmosphere. And as we go a little bit more so into the day, a very, very isolated, slim chance of a couple showers is there, but that's just going to be very stray and weak, and then moving right along. Gorgeous sunset, a day to truly take in and enjoy some of the outdoor weather. Good outdoor cooking weather. Maybe want to fire up those grills tonight, because as we get into Saturday, we see thunderstorm potential really lifting up out of the south. It'll be a warm front and then a cold front. So take a look at this. Again, walking through this with you. 8 a.m., seeing that warm, damp, moist air mass lifting up. Then we go into the afternoon, stopping it right here. Lunchtime, okay, we get a little bit of a break, but then the cold front moves on through, and that's going to make for this, a stronger line of storms that really packs a punch. That fights right across the region. And then we start to see little isolated weaker cells right on the back edge of that moving on through. But main thunderstorm threat is going to be earlier in the afternoon as we push our way on, and then we try to dry out a bit for Sunday, but still could hold on to some shower potential. Here it is, though. Down in Pennsylvania, 2 out of 5 National Weather Service giving us from the Storm Prediction Center that little bit more of a severe risk for our friends down in PA, while up into New York, not looking to be as strong. That's just because there's more daytime heating down to Pennsylvania. A little bit more of that convective potential will be down to our south. And speaking of some heat, we're going to be seeing the palm cast today, all right, because it's National Coconut Day, and it's coming along with some more temperatures and conditions palm trees would be a little bit more happy about, more so near 90. But you know what? Today, we're going to be in those mid-lower 80s. Let's take a check then as we go forward. UV index around an 8 today. Burn time could be 20 minutes. Don't want to get caught outside with that without, again, the sunscreen. Of course, be smart if you're enjoying some of the outdoor summer activities, enjoying the sun. And then right into tonight, we got this right here, 60 degrees. Clouds on the increase. Storms ahead. It is the calm before the storm right into that Saturday. Temperatures increasing again, lower mid-80s for much of the weekend into next week. But you need to keep the eyes on the sky, especially tomorrow afternoon. That cold front is going to be packing a weather punch. And I'll give you a final update. Check on that 7-day at the end of the show. But right now, Ashley, you could take it away.